What is up, YouTube? I'm back again, playing Stealth Master, trying to level up Shadow. Bought a bunch of red coins yesterday, so let's try to use them and level Shadow up. Okie doke. And I don't think I ever remember the reflecting bullets. Let's see if we actually can use that ability. Looks like it bounces off the sword. So I guess I can be a little reckless. I'm just gonna run into it and see what happens. So today's Yap session, I think I want to talk about is popularity. Trying to be the most popular person. And that doesn't seem like it should be a super, important topic. But unfortunately, I have friends who care a little too much about being liked by too many people and having a lot of FOMO and fear of missing out. And it's causing a lot of unnecessary issues. It looks like this bullet reflection ability doesn't work. That's why I keep trying and see. Nope, still got shot. Nope, still got shot. Yeah, I don't get it. Pretty much a useless skill. It's not working. Let me get back to this conversation. But yeah, so popularity. I guess this is more linked to just being comfortable in your own skin, so not so much popularity then. It's just being okay with who you are, especially the things that are immutable. So some things you can't change. You can't change your race. You can't change the family you came from. You can't change the country you were born in. You can't change the color of your eyes. So some of the things that are more innate to you, don't worry about the things you can't change. Worry about the things you can. If you feel like you can accomplish more in life, learn new skills. If you feel like you are not as successful as you want to be, some people, I'll tell them ignore that, but other people definitely work harder. Take on new opportunities and try something different. Push yourself a little bit harder than you thought was possible. So focus on the things that you can control. Control the controllables. And this is super important because for many of you, if you're listening and you don't have faith, it can be sometimes very difficult to maintain a level of peace and contentment. And understandably so, the best answer is to find faith, find God. But the other aspect of those I'm talking to who have some sense of who God is and have some sense that they want to follow him, there comes a point where we have to recognize that there's a phase in your life where these things are happening to you, and they're sometimes happening to you for a reason. And even if that reason is for you to lose things that you might not want to lose, or take people out of your life that you don't want out of your life, and I think we're just gonna go with the gun, make this easier. I'm not crashing out again. So sorry about that. I can't believe at least we get a chance to keep all the coins and the money, but I don't want to lose anymore, so we're just gonna go with the gun. Yeah. Make this a little bit easier. I don't know why this is lagging like that. This is not a recording artifact. It's bugging. I don't know what's up with my internet. What ifs? Okay. I think we should be good. So what I was saying is that there's things that happens in our life that sometimes may be uncomfortable. Bro. Whatever. I'm not going down. But yeah, so being content in who you are, staying solid in who you are, not wavering on your values, your core beliefs is going to be super important. For me, I don't shake from my faith values. And from my faith, everything else flows. So that gives you a very few things that you can really worry about, but those are things people worry about most. But then they talk about things I was saying before, where there's things you can control. Like you can become stronger, you become wiser, you become more courageous. I think that quote goes like, I asked for strength and God gave me difficulties to make me strong. And I asked for wisdom and God gave me problems to solve. I asked for courage and God gave me dangers to overcome. I asked for love and God gave me troubled people to help. And they usually say my prayers were answered. So typically when we want to get better and there's things that we have to go through, they typically are a result of the fact that we generally have to overcome hardship. I really like the shotgun. This thing is OPAF. We generally have to overcome hardship or go through something where it's just like we are being put into a fire and undergoing pressure to be refined almost like a fine metal or a jewel. And when those things happen while they are yet uncomfortable, I'm pretty sure I've talked to you guys about the story of Job before in this series. There's times where that discomfort has to be welcomed because we know that's going to give us to the greater good. Whether or not it's just glorifying God or whether or not it's making us more courageous, making us wiser, leading us to people that we're destined to help. So I think that's really all I wanted to yap about, because that's really what's been on my mind most recently. Just people having FOMO, people feeling like they're missing out on so much, where sometimes it's just like, it's okay to just chill. I guess I can yap about multiple topics in this one because this will relate to the next topic, where it's not necessarily just being comfortable in who you are and then not looking to do something completely different. But I think we're in a day and age now where we're always looking for a dopamine hit, because right now you're on social media, you're on YouTube listening to me yap. But after you listen to this video, listen all the way to the end so I get my watch time. Like the video, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to hear me yap about in the future. We are afraid of being bored. Well, it's not afraid. We just like being bored. Being bored is uncomfortable. It's unpleasant. Oh, the shotgun. Super OP. Oh, snap. It takes him down in one go? That's crazy. Oh, snap. Okay, sorry, I got super excited. That shotgun is... I guess I was confused by that revolver last time, but this shotgun, I think I gotta get it more often. It may be worth $500. That thing takes out everything in one go. But yeah, so I think more people should embrace boredom, because when you're why is this lagging? Because that overstimulation is not good for us. There has to be a time where there's silence, there's peace, and that you're just okay with sitting with yourself. So this kind of ties back to you being comfortable with who you are, sitting with yourself, be able to sit with your thoughts, sit with the things that's happened in your life, and then come to a level of either contentment or confront the things that are causing you problems or causing you stress in your life. Confront them, solve those issues. But hopefully, when you're bored, you're just going to come and stare at, again, looking for purpose, looking for meaning, understanding that the life that we live is all for God. And we understand that purpose and that meaning. And out of that comes forth our actions, our fruits, and the things we decide to do with life. I've been making a much more conscious effort that as I drive into work, I don't listen to any podcasts. I don't listen to the radio. I used to try to listen to something every morning, but again, taking the advice that I'm giving you guys, so I'm basically teaching you. Oh, I tell you, this shotgun is so crazy. But I'm teaching you some of the things that I'm learning and implementing in my life. Even though I'm really good at kind of ignoring social media, I don't really like Instagram. I don't never use Snapchat. Well, I guess that's not true. I tried to use Snapchat ads in the past. But I really don't like TikTok. I half the time forget it's on my phone. My favorite social media app realistically is YouTube. And YouTube is pretty much like the news channel and like a video textbook to me. Anything I need to know how to do or need to learn how to do, I'm generally on YouTube trying to learn how to do it. So right now I'm focusing on just being it took about one blow. I'm focusing on making sure that I have time just to sit with myself. Because even when I used to tell myself, oh, I'm sitting with time with myself and I'm reading my Bible and I'm praying and all those different things. And even then, I'm not just sitting with myself, get these coins. I'm communicating with God. I'm listening, waiting for an answer, trying to listen out, trying to be in tune and understand what God's trying to tell me. And again, that's different than just sitting with yourself. Trying to process the things that you need to do, process the things that God is telling you. And so I'm trying to put in more to, well, like I said, not more time, but just make use of time that I have to have anyway. Sitting in the car on my way to work. It's only a 20-minute ride. That's crazy. I'm definitely buying the shotgun every time from now on. But yeah, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm being dopamine detoxed, because the ability to be able to control your own mind and control your own well-being is a superpower in today's day and age. I'm surrounded by so many brilliant people who have medical degrees, doctor degrees, both. And some of them are the most miserable people in the world. You'll meet them, they're pleasant people, they're bright people, they're compassionate people, but their entire world is always caving in because of the anxieties they put on themselves, the news cycles they focus on. They're afraid of what's going on politically, which sometimes makes sense, but politicians are not the ones who want to save you. They're not the ones you're looking to make your life better. It's up to you and up to God. Now, politicians can definitely make your life more difficult for sure, but they shouldn't be the ones you're looking to save your life. And they shouldn't be affecting you to a point where you're so worked up, especially because you're hearing the same story over and over and over again, no matter which side you're listening to. So my advice to many of you is just start embracing boredom, be comfortable with who you are, so that when you're sitting alone in silence, you can handle it. And that you can focus on things that now, not things that you can't control, but you can focus on things that you can control and make yourself a better man. So that was a true yap session and ramble session. Hopefully some of that stuff made sense to you guys. Um, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, drop any ideas and stuff you want me to talk about down below. I'm all ears because there's only so many things I think about that comes to mind while I'm playing this. Again, you see me getting distracted, but look forward to hearing from you guys. Hopefully I'm blessing you, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.